Looks like we're up and running. Welcome to Start Building Me, my multicast from Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. To get you into the habit of exercising, folks, you have to exercise every day. That is why I'm here. If you do not even exercise with me, I couldn't care less. You just need to know, unbiased, scientifically proven, which is all the rage apparently these days, is that you have to exercise. You have to exercise every day. It's not something that you can, try and weave around or dodge in some shape or form. You've got to exercise every day. I exercise 2 hours a day. I don't think it has to be that much for the bare minimum, and that's what I'm here to do for you. So show you basically what the bare minimum is, which is just a few bodyweight squats, a few push-ups. You can do them off your knees. If you cannot do a full push-up, that is not an issue. Basically, we're pumping blood through your blood vessels and into your brain, through your kidneys, through your liver, obviously through your lungs as well. Get yourself breathing, increase the heart rate, increase the blood pressure. Then you can be in on your merry way. 1 minute in from 15. I'm going to start going because this is an exercise for me. Just hopped out of the sauna. Just had to salve up my little rashed up puppy and do a few squats. So I hope you've had a good day wherever you are in the world and are not too stressed out. I'm quite stressed out today, and that's why I'm quite hanging out here for my own Start Building Me, because folks, believe it or not, even though I am a robot, I need to breathe as well. Calm blue ocean, as it wasn't Mrs. Krabappel, it was Miss Hoover says in The Simpsons. Don't let the weight of this world crush your spirit, as they say. Anyway, I'm still sweating from my sauna. Still trying to get the blood pumping through my body to make me breathe, make me relax. Suggest some music, suggest me a TV show, suggest me a movie, please. Anything that you can give to distract my noggin from the morbid nature of this media-driven, psychotic, powered by politician world. Everything's too intense. I need something simple. Maybe just pink noise. That's what I used to use for studying and sleeping. Maybe I should get back into that because nothing else has really grabbed me. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like sitting down on a chair and standing back up. That's the principle of the squat. Don't overthink it. That's why it is Start Building Me. It's not Advanced Building Me. Let's become an athlete. Let's become a form stickler.me. It's Start Building Me. I just want to show you what exercise is, how it is performed in its most basic element, that you can do it in a virtual room of your own, a bathroom, bedroom, outside, in the garden, wherever it is. I know so many people, at least in the country where I am, have a mobile phone and they can do these exercises off it. We are competing against ourselves in our performance yesterday, not trying to compete with LeBron James or Serena Williams or who was that colourful cat in the UFC, Sean O'Malley, I think welterweight or whatever, chicken weight dudes are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sit down on a chair, stand back up, sit down on the corner of your bed, stand back up. That's all we are trying to do. Walk it out in between. We're 4 minutes out. 25% of the time done, folks. Math isn't perfect, but it's close enough to get the point across that we're a third. Try again. But we are a quarter of the way through. And my heart rate is up. 58 BPM. Oh no, that's 30 minutes ago. Let's see. Do the old test. I'll try and trick my stats by doing some squats until it registers what my heart rate is. Up to 100. So there you go. You want to try and get up to 120 to warm up your body. But look, 102. Whatever it is that you get in your heart rate up to, something in the vicinity of double what it was resting at. So if it was 50, get it to 100. Resting at 60, up to 120. Something to that effect. As I said, we're not trying to be precise here. This is Start Building Me. I'm just trying to show you on a nightly basis. Sometimes I'm here, sometimes I'm not. I've had a few problems with my puppies of late, so when something like that goes down, I've got to look after my dogs, and that's just the way it is. So I'll be in and out, but if there is any special requests, send me a message, and if I'm around, I'll always be here to do a training session. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is something that you should be able to do under the weight of gravity using your own body weight non-stop. I'd say for a couple of hours a day, even if it was just something very simple like 1. So I'll start jumping the house, good to see, and just get a very casual cadence like that. Like you should, or you can slow it down if you want, and you'll be able to really execute those glute muscles at the bottom. If somebody's a form stickler and they want me to keep my back perpendicular to the ground, I have to stand a bit wider because I've wrecked my back. But it's getting me sweaty, mainly as a result of just being in the sauna for 40 minutes. But nonetheless, my blood is pumping 6 minutes in. Nearly a third of the way in, folks. So wherever you are, get the blood pumping through your system. And hopefully you've done some more exercise than just this during the day. I haven't. Oh, well, that's not entirely true. I have, just not as much as usual. Just walking the dogs twice. A few dumbbell curls here and there, but nothing really formula more than that. That's why it's cool for me as well at Start Building Me, because it's a fringe benefit of my training that I can come and do some push-ups and some squats as well. Because I need it. Hopefully I'll sleep tonight. I didn't sleep so well last night. Sleep is also a very important part of your health journey. So they even call it sleep hygiene these days, as in something you do not want to neglect, because as we all know, that people that neglect their hygiene, well, it's not great for them or anybody else. So, you know, try and keep your sleep hygiene together and make sure you get a good night's sleep. This will facilitate a good night's sleep. Not instantly. You probably wouldn't want to go to bed straight after this, but, you know, within an hour and a half, you'll find your heart rate will go down again and you'll be able to sleep. No problems, man. I think maybe I just need some Simpsons. Watch a few Simpsons. That will probably usually de-stress me. Calm blue ocean, channeling my inner Miss Hoover. 1, 2, 3. Threes might be good for you as well. 1, 2, 3. But as I said, this should be something that you can do all day, every day. Feeling a little bit of tension from me after doing sprints day before yesterday for the first time that I've done 400 meter sprints in longer than I will be able to remember, that's for sure. Years. Nah, yeah, years. Definitely years. I've done a few since I've relocated up to the tropical north, but not that many at all. Trying to get that ATP, that adenine triphosphate, that energy storage is sub 10 seconds, everything you do. Hard out for 10 seconds before the anaerobic system kicks in. So basically a 10-second sprint, 1 lap on a velodrome with a bike, very, very short things. A flurry of punches on the bag, which is still usually aerobic respiration. And we're halfway through now. So that's pretty good. It's quick. Wanted to come in and out because I've just noticed that I'm quite kind of fatigued after being in the sauna for so long. Should probably jump in the ice bath after this, but I think I'm just going to hang out with my sore little pal who got a royal butt kicking by the captain last night. Keith wasn't having a bar of the pup. He was hassling the big dog and he reap the rewards, I suppose. Poor little guy. 2, 3, 4, 5. But anything that's involving the posterior chain, lower back, butt, glutes, and hamstrings for me is good at the moment. Anything that's going to help me get that explosiveness out of my sprints will be something that will be able to propel me up to the higher heart ranges, which is I got up to 175. I still think my maximum heart rate is going to be 180. Define the 220 beats per minute minus your age to get the top heart rate is obviously just a very loose approximation. I did the Cooper test on a treadmill and I did it outside with a gradient, which wasn't ideal. but it got up to 181. I'd have to do the test a few more times because they are all approximate values to get a true upper reading for your blood pressure. Blood pressure, and by blood pressure I mean beats per minute of hearts. You probably want to go and do a VO2 max test at a sports clinic where they chuck you on a treadmill, measure how much exhaust, how much CO2 you're putting out whilst you're running. Jazz in the house, good to see you. Right in time just for another 5 minutes to get your blood pumping before I go out. Please recommend me some TV or a movie to download and watch, else it's going to be The Simpsons. I know if help me Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope. I need something to distract myself from dogs, dog duty. Been busting my chops today, but I was hoping there'd be a new Star Wars. Maybe I should try The Mandalorian Season 2 again. I can't remember getting past the first episode, but I haven't been able to get past the first episode of anything. Everybody tells me Peaky Blinders is good. Couldn't get through the first episode, so I don't know. Yeah, Star Wars universe is something that usually gets me into it because it's, you know, familiar. Takes you away from, as they say, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. That's where my mind needs to be, folks. So any suggestions, please hit me up in the chat. Send me a message at startbuilding.me, at Twitter, startbuilding.me on Instagram, Facebook, here, Twitch, YouTube, wherever you're watching this multicast. Any TV shows, I need something. Help me, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're just really trying to facilitate our blood chemistry, folks. Exercise is required to make sure that your hormones are balanced well, that you digest your food, that your blood is pumping through your heart. All these things that need to be done that you can't avoid in life, and you shouldn't want to. You shouldn't want to, but you shouldn't also be attacked by those harpies at the fitness industry to make you think, you know, you've got to do all this unnecessary garbage. You can do this for 15 minutes and go for a few walks during the day for the love of whatever deity you choose to praise and live a better life. I can guarantee you that. But don't take it from me. Take it from the few hundreds of thousands of peer-reviewed scientific journals that say that exercise is mandatory. Don't have to take it from me. I couldn't care less. Like I said, take the message, go to exercise every day, and get the hell out of here. And just joking, of course, folks. As they say, a clown is only a clown with an audience, and I am most certainly a clown. So anytime you want to stop by, ask me questions, do a few squats. I'm not going to do any push-ups tonight. Feeling a little bit of a busted wrist. Trying to get this bicep tendon in order. So I'm just doing the bread and butter exercise, which is the squat, folks. I'd say if you can sit down and stand up on a chair, you can do this entire routine. And by this, it's a very seriously good thing to do, to be able to pump your blood through your body. You change your nickname. Afraid not. Well, you can't fool me. I know it's still you. Pump your blood through your body, folks. It has to be done. It's one of those things. It's always, you know, I know I'm a Peter Attia fanboy. I love the Drive podcast, but as he says, everybody when they're old regrets not doing this when they're younger. And so I don't want to be one of those people. I don't want to be one of those people that doesn't do it and then is frail and weak and can't open a can of sauerkraut, but alas, that is me. Sometimes I cannot open the can of sauerkraut and I have to heat it up under the tap. What an expose here. Somebody trying to teach you about strength who can't open a can of sauerkraut. By can I mean jar, of course. Happens to the best of us, especially with a gamekeeper thumb. The inside ligament there on my thumb was busted from a motocross accident. So got to make do with heating up the jar like a sissy. And what are you going to do? You know, come and get me. Come and find me in my virtual studio. Give my noggin a flogging. Just joking, folks. Don't condone violence. This is a PG environment. But what is it? Hyperbole is something that I think is quite funny. Let's bust a few more squats out for another minute or two, and then I'm going to get out of here. Love you wherever you are in the world on live or repeat. Switch off the news, switch off the engagement, become your own culture, become your own thing. As Terence McKenna once famously said, create your own culture. I think you'd be surprised. What goes on in your head is probably more interesting and more exciting than anything you're going to consume from media outlets. I know it is with me. I can stare at a wall and get more information, more enjoyment rather, from the insane ramblings inside my head, as you can probably guess. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm done for the night, folks. I am well and truly done after tonight. Absolutely boogered. Thanks for showing up. As always, I'll try to be more consistent in the future, and I'll be back during this week. Like I said, I've had dog troubles, and when you've got dog troubles, you cannot sleep, and when you have dog troubles, the pain never ends. Anyway, folks, thanks for tuning in as always. I'll be back tomorrow to do some more push-ups and some squats. You have to exercise every day, and that is a message that I'm going to be saying until the day I die. You cannot avoid it, but you should want to do it. So for